Hello, welcome back to another video diary entry by Connor Morgan Hickok. My hair is a little iffy right now, but I just woke up, so yeah. Well, I got some stuff to talk about. School wasn't that interesting last week, honestly. It was okay. Some exciting news though is I am currently on spring break. I have school off until next Tuesday, which is amazing. I really think I needed this. For sure, everyone needs a break every once in a while, you know? 100%. And, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little tired because I just woke up. But, you know, we're trying. So we'll start off with last Monday, per usual. School was pretty easy on Monday. I had some homework, but I was likely gonna get it done tomorrow because we didn't have school last Tuesday because it was Cesar Chavez Day, which they renamed to National Farm Workers Day. For reasons you could I'm not gonna say because it's bad, but you know. And during robotics was also pretty fun on Monday. During the meeting, we managed to get Grayson's tank working. It's something we've been working on for a while now, which is like it's a tank drive with a chair on top of it. So you know you get to sit in it while it's moving, which is really awesome. We got that working. And me and Cody also played some more Slay the Spire 2. That was pretty fun. And that was all for Monday. March 31st, last Tuesday. Not having school was pretty nice in the middle of the week, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good. I got my homework done. I was pretty productive. I played Omega Strikers with Grayson, Mark, and Eric, which was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that. Really all we did was we played in a custom lobby. And then, before Eric got on, so it started out with me and Grayson just doing a 1v1, and then Mark joined, and it was a 2v1, and then Eric joined, and then it was a 3v1. And it was so fun. They did win a match against me, but I wasn't really trying too hard. So, you know, they can have that one. They can have that one. And I was just relaxing the rest of the day. So yeah, that was all for Tuesday. Wednesday, I got all my homework done. But I did have a stats test next day, which was a little problematic. I was hoping that I would do good on the test, like usual. And me and my mom went to rent me a prom suit, which is fun. You see, I was supposed to have my consultation for my wisdom teeth removal, but apparently the dentist that we were paired with didn't take our insurance. And you know, I was talking with one of the kids in my PE class about it, and he was talking about the same experience. And apparently a lot of doctors recently just like changed their insurance for some reason. I don't know. Change what insurance they take. I don't know. It's weird. And then Thursday, April 2nd, I did really good on the stats test. I think I nearly aced. I think I either aced or nearly aced the free response, and then I got 7 out of 10 on the multiple choice, so I'm not worried about that at all. And then I also had no homework on Thursday, which is phenomenal. And you know, Grayson actually wanted to play some more Omega Strikers after school. And he did way better than I thought he did. Now here's the thing. We had to queue into a competitive comp. We had to queue into a competitive queue. because I don't think the other queues are working. I mean, I don't think there were enough people playing normal and quick play, which is insane to think about. So we had to play competitive, and we lost both matches. And you know, I lost some elo, but that's fine. I don't care. I was having fun with my friend. Who cares? I'll make it up. Who cares? But yeah, he did way better than I thought he would. You know, he got a couple. He made some cool plays, a couple times. What's crazy is we played one game where he was forward and one game where he was goalie. When he was goalie, he got 22 saves. For his second legitimate game ever, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was really good. But yeah, I don't know. Playing on Mega Strikers with this guys was really fun. I really enjoyed that. It was super fun. And then April Friday, oh my god, April 3rd Friday. Sorry, dude. Friday was so boring. Oh my gosh, bro, it was so boring. Like, they just felt long, and I didn't have anything to do. The most interesting thing that happened on Friday was in econ. We watched this documentary called Born Poor from PBS. Really good documentary, by the way. It documents the story of 3 kids growing up in poverty. So the documentary starts out with the people as kids, and it like follows them through the years until they're like in their early adulthood, which I think is really cool. I actually really enjoyed that documentary. It really shed some light for me on what it's like being poor, because I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. Wow, like that, it was really depressing, but I think it was very eye-opening too, which is cool. And English gave me homework over this break, which sucks, but I did it on Saturday, so I'm chilling. Ooh, I did it on Saturday, so I'm good. Robotics was chill Friday, did some stuff. Nothing crazy. We just worked on stuff. Yeah. Dude, work was frustrating on Friday, because the main performer, his sound was acting weird all night, and I could not fix it. I literally had no control over it, and it was really frustrating. The guy said it's okay, that he understands I couldn't control anything about it, and that it's fine, but it was still frustrating for me. The guests still had a great time though, which is all that matters, And I managed to finish Volume 3 of Spice and Wolf on Friday. Finally, I didn't have time to do any of that because I was so busy with other stuff. But I finally had time. April 4th, Saturday. Like I said, I got all my English work done on Saturday. I decided to do it at work because I had time at work while guest reading. On Saturday, I recorded myself playing Omega Strikers for a Grayson. Because I wanted him to see what it's like for me to play matches. I wanted to see what it's like in my area, in my competitive area in the game. And I actually enjoyed recording that. It was like 3 matches, but it was like an hour and a half long. Like, dude, I didn't think it would be that long. I mean, I paused the recording between cues too. Cues were like, the first cue, after the first match, I had to wait like 30 minutes, bro. It was insane. And the rest of the day was nothing to note, really. Oh, hold on. There's a bug that might be trying to climb up the thing that my phone is perched on. Never mind. But yeah, the sound, so like the main performer brought his own speaker, so his sound was way better on. His sound was way better on Saturday, which is great. I was really happy about that. And yeah, dude, one thing that I thought was super cool about what the main performer's name is Steve Owens, by the way. He's like apparently like a really 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 good well-known magician. He's like a multi-award winning. He's performed for famous people like Kanye West. Yeah, you could probably look him up on Google, I'd assume. Spider. There. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, but one of the really cool things that the guy did during his performance was for his final act, for the final part of his act, he did a 9-minute shadow puppet show. It was so cool. Dude, with the kind of stuff that guy was doing, you would think he had like 6 fingers on each of his hands or something. It was crazy. He was so good at it. I could never be that good at shadow puppets. It's insane. There's just so much. I can't even begin to start listing all the stuff he did. It's crazy. It was like that was genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever seen from that Magic Theater. It was just amazing. I really enjoyed it. But I would mention that I did my English homework on Saturday. But dude, so in my English class, we're doing this book club thing where you pick a book out of 8 books, and you read it, and we do activities based on our books. And man, the book I got, I so regret getting, cause that book genuinely made me so uncomfortable reading it. I'm not gonna say why. It's so bad. But like reading that book made me so uncomfortable and sick to my stomach. It was awful. It's a very dark book. And I didn't think it would be that dark when I read the back of it. But yeah, that's all for Saturday. And then finally we have yesterday, Sunday. Which is, yesterday, Sunday was crazy. It was so tiresome. In the morning, I did my usual cleanings, bathroom, keyboard, and my room. But apparently that's next week when bathroom cleaning was supposed to happen, so I guess I'll just do it again. Oh no. And I did my laundry in the morning. And I had a community service event for several hours at Saint. I'm not gonna say the name. Yeah, whatever. I had a community service event in St. Agnes Church. I was helping with an Easter event. I was helping set up and just like help run the event. It was for like I think 3-4 hours or something like that. There was so much physical labor though. Like I was moving a lot of heavy stuff, and it was also really hot, so it kind of sucked. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I was so tired afterwards. Cause something I've been waiting to do ever since robotics season started was before robotics season started, later in the day I would do runs, but like I would try and do that run faster. Like I would try and run faster. Like I would try and do more sprinting and stuff later in the day, like to train to get better mile times and stuff, to get better times in general. But I was gonna start doing that on Saturday, and honestly I was really tired on Saturday. And then yesterday on Sunday, I told myself I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna start doing this again today. But I did not expect that event to take so much energy out of me. Like, oh my gosh, I really hope I can start doing it today. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Yeah, spring break. I'm really glad that I get to have time off from school. But once we get back, it's gonna be rough, cause my AP math classes, we're gonna start reviewing for the AP test, and then psych, we're gonna do the same thing, It's gonna be really hard, but I'll try my best, man. Yeah, and one thing is I counted up money I had. So I had a gift card left over from Christmas that I never used. And now because of that, I decided to double check how much money I could spend. Combined from cash from money I got from my birthday and from Christmas, and I have $95 I can spend. So that's a lot. I'm thinking I could either get some books and some merch, or maybe I could get some useful stuff. I say useful stuff like it's not useless stuff that I want to get. Merch is great, but one thing I am concerned is a camera. There's this one camera I'm thinking of getting. The reason why is because it's this camera that there's this one YouTuber I watched. He makes some ambient music videos with his like cats in it or something. And he uses this one. He lists the camera he uses in his descriptions, and it has an analog look to it. The film, so the video has an analog look to it. So I'd really want to get the camera for that. I think it's over $95 though. I wouldn't mind my parents taking a little bit out of my bank account for that though. Yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm probably gonna head back, get along with my day. Might as well spoil what I don't mind spoiling what happens today. But today, Eric's gonna take me to a Giants game. I think that's gonna be pretty fun. Haven't been to any sports game in quite a few years, so I think that's gonna be pretty fun. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head back later, and I'll see y'all next time.